Hi, I'm Jeff Arnold, president of 4Spot Consulting, and this is another 5-Minute Friday. So after a recent keynote, I was standing in the back of the room talking to a few of the HR leaders, and one of them said something that really struck me. She said, everybody keeps telling me I need to be using AI, but nobody can tell me how. And that's the real problem. That's the whole problem in one sentence. In fact, industry numbers back it up. A recent 2026 study found that around 81% of HR leaders know they need to bring AI and automation into their operation, but nearly 60% of them have no actual roadmap for how to do it. So you've got this entire profession being told to go do AI, and most of them have no idea where to start. So here's what usually happens. People jump straight to the tool. They buy a shiny AI thing, they bolt it onto their process that's already broken, and then wonder why nothing got better. But here's the hard truth on that, is that AI on top of a broken process just helps you make mistakes faster. It's like GPS running on an outdated map. It's confident and fast, but it's just pointed in the wrong direction. So let me give you the order that actually works. The 3 layers from the bottom up of how you should build your AI and automation process. First, you need a clean process. Before you automate anything, you have to actually understand how the work flows today, where the time leaks, where the handoffs break. And that's the step that most teams don't do. And it's the main reason that everything downstream falls apart. Second, once that process is clean, you automate the repetitive pieces. And this is where it gets really practical because most people don't even know what to look for. So let me tell you exactly what to hunt for during your day. Look for anywhere that you're copying and pasting or moving data from one system to another by hand. If you're taking something out of your applicant tracking system and typing it into your payroll software, that's a flag. Computers are very good at moving data between systems, and you should not be the bridge. Look for data extraction. Anytime you're opening up an email or opening a PDF, a resume, an offer letter, an invoice, and pulling out information by hand to put somewhere else, that's a red flag. That's exactly the kind of work that can be automated, and it's usually riddled with errors when a human does it 40 times a day manually. Look for transcribing or rekeying the same information twice. If you've ever typed the same candidate's name and details into 3 different places, that's not your job. That's a process that hasn't been built right. And look for the little stuff, the 2-minute tasks you do dozens of times a day. Individually, they feel like nothing, but it's death by 1,000 cuts. Those tiny tasks are quietly eating your entire week, and you don't even see it because each one feels too small to matter. But remember, 10 minutes a day saved is 1 week per year. So those are your opportunities. Once you start looking through that lens, you'll see them everywhere. And then third, and only after you've done the first 2, you put AI on top of that. Now you're laying intelligence onto a foundation that actually works. And that's the sequence almost nobody follows. And it's exactly why most AI projects stall out. I'm sure you've heard the statistics of 95% of AI initiatives fail. Well, that's the reason, because people don't follow the steps that are needed. So this is the same material I walk through in my keynotes and my workshops, and it's the reason I put together a couple of resources for you to actually do this, not just thinking about it. So the first is a 1-page audit. It's a single sheet that helps you find where your time is leaking right now in your own operations. The second is far more robust. It's a 74-page workbook you can run through with your entire team. It walks you step by step through all 3 layers: process, automation, and AI. I'll post the links below so that you can go and get them and really use them because they're really going to be beneficial. And if you need help or want help going further with this, that's exactly what we do. That's how we work with our clients every day. We sit down with you, we help you develop the plan and the scope of what you're actually trying to accomplish, and then help you identify the real opportunities you have so you can start implementing automation and AI and get your team running more efficiently. You don't have to figure out the roadmap alone. Contact me today and let's get it worked out. Have a great weekend and keep automating.